In terms of the structure next season, reserves and youth team, is that going to change?
Yeah, it's going to change.
Is the reserve to the Central Leagues
not
happening anymore?
No, well, two things. Obviously, we've lost the funding, so we've had to come out of every league competition as such because of where we are. So, and twofold, we couldn't play the reserves on a Tuesday and expect our kids that's going to play in a Wednesday league to play in that. So we've had a massive restructure in terms of the youth department. Most have left. For cutbacks, obviously, and for losing the funding for the EPP. So Dan Wilson's going to oversee the youth development. He'll be head of youth development, and we're busy interviewing now for youth team coach, i.e. Steve Torpey's position. But again, you know, we're going into a Wednesday league now, which will be the Alliance League, which will be the likes of Gateshead and Halifax, Harrogate, Guiseley, all them, South Shields I believe in it as well, so all them kind of teams where we're at the moment in time. It's an under-19s league. Is
that an afternoon or
yeah, it'll be a 2 o'clock afternoon down at the training ground, hence we've had to do some revamp down there and make sure that's ready for them games. You have certain criteria to play in that league, but that'll be a Wednesday, which knocks really Tuesday on the head really in terms of a small squad first team wise, and not enough numbers to play, and not unfair to play Tuesday Wednesday. So it's a good league. It's not a college league, it's a good league. I think Guiseley won everything. We're the top team in it last year. South Shields are strong, so it'll be a good league for us to go in. For the players, I don't think the standard will drop vastly. And then obviously with us playing on a Wednesday, we'll probably look to get them some friendlies on a Saturday against the teams who we're probably playing against this year, and possibly playing against open age and testing again men and see how they develop with that. So with that, EPP gives you a certain standard, but it ties you a little bit to a certain extent as well. So we can tailor-made, you know, this youth department to ourselves, and that's obviously post 16. They still go to York College like they always have done. And get coached down here, so in terms of that, there's not much difference.
So they'll still get their full-time training.
Yeah, they're full-time.
16 to 18.
Yeah, they basically last year they went to college Monday afternoon, Wednesday day, all day. This year they go Tuesday afternoon, all day Thursday, because the game day is Wednesday. So no change in that respect for the scholars, except we can't call them scholars. It's education based, and. We send 20 to college. That includes 4 of our first years, which obviously become second years. And likewise, the second years can also drop down and play in that. The likes of Ryan, Whitley, Flynn, Harry and Josh can play in that because it's an under-19s league. So we'll have to find out where they get their game time, whether it's in that, whether it's on the Saturdays when we play games involved in the first team, or we send them out on loan to toughen them up. So it gives a good scope to do that. So we're happy with that, them going into that league. Likewise,
good solution in many ways, because
it's perfect.
A worry, isn't it?
It is.
That funding, how are you going to do it? But
and it's it sits well. It sits well with us. Obviously, we would rather be in that one. And the chairman's still going to have to dip in his pocket to run that. But as you know, he's a big believer of youth, and we've done well with youth, i.e. selling people on financially and moving people on for bigger and better, shall we say, like Godfrey for instance, who might end up going again shortly. So in that respect it works well. 16 down, we're going to keep it running, and the parents are going to have to contribute it monthly just to keep it going,
which has been done previously.
And the parents have been brilliant. They've been supportive. We've lost some players, which we're going to do because other clubs are going to take them. Come 1st of June we lost all the protection on the players, so until they sign a pro contract at 17 we've got no tie on them really, but they'll go away and they'll go and try and they'll come back.
Well, that's always been the case for York City anyway.
And most football clubs, to be fair.
Middlesbrough.
They're going to go there and try it, but again, logistically, do you want to take your kiddie all the way to Hull on a Tuesday and Thursday and Sundays, Saturdays and Sundays? So there's all different parameters that come into that. So we're happy with that. What we didn't want to do is when we get back in the Football League is start from scratch. So we're going to try and keep it running till we get back in the Football League. So that's the plan. We keep that going. Obviously it's been streamlined in terms of staff, and we can, because we don't have to stick to their rules. I think it was probably 6 or 7 staff, full-time staff last year. Now Dan Wilson and whoever comes into the youth team will run it. The new youth team coach will run 16 above. Dan will look after pre-16. So we'll have the 8 teams in the juniors as we always have done. So hopefully nothing will change and we'll be able to develop players.
And you're keeping a close eye on the Ben Godfrey situation. So there's people talking about 7-figure transfer fees?
Well, that's value I had was 3 million, was it? I think being banded about. We have a sell on though, so yeah. If he moves, then he benefits us as well. Any money that comes in is nice. I mean, young Ryan Edmondson made his debut last game of the season for Leeds United, so there's kickbacks for us in that respect. So and obviously we're playing him in a pre-season friendly as well. So we've done well at the youth. Steve Toby's done well, and the youth setup have done great. So. We need to try and carry that on if we can.
Yeah, does that help in terms of your recruitment of kids as well, when you can say, look, here's Ben Godfrey potentially going for 3 million, here's Ryan Edmondson.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, and as well, people getting in the first team as well. Being seen there, you know, if you go to Hull, for instance, how long will you get in the first team? Can you get in the first team? Obviously, the fall off rate, is ridiculous for scholars. So, you know, would we be better here? And I think Flynn made his debut. Vinny got in at 16. That was about it, was it? So when Ryan made his debut at 16, early in the season, one of the first matches we were here. So they probably can see a pathway through. And likewise, if them kind of clubs, Leeds United or Middlesbrough or Hull, are releasing players at 13, 14, 15, they want an exit strategy. So it's there you go. And people develop, you know, differently, physically, mentally. They develop later. So hopefully, like I say, we can continue the process of developing players for our benefit, whether it be for the first team or financially, and get them signed up as quick as we can with the 17.